Together. 3, yoi. It's another lovely crisp morning on Sensei's backyard dojo. The ground is still a little bit wet and it's quite cold, but that's okay. On the cold grass in bare feet in the first thing in the morning is really, really good for your soul. It's really good for you to be able to push yourself to that amount. So this morning we're going to do our Brown Belt Kata, and again I'm back on the grass because this one is a long kata and it takes up a fair bit of room. So I'm hoping that the camera will capture it all. We're going to go through it slowly, step by step, and we're going to be talking as we go about what our opponent is doing. This kata is, again, they're ramping up in intensity as we go through. This kata is all about knife defense. So there is an attitude behind this kata that is the opponent has a knife and they're attacking you with a knife. So we're going to be focusing on that level of intensity. So let's get into it. So get together. Ready? Yoi. Pronounce Taki Maku no Kata. Itch. So, first thing that happens is someone's coming in with a downward strike with a knife. So we're going to step out in a 45-degree horse riding stance, and we're going to guide it past us and into their own thigh. Lift up. Snaking our hand up, around, and now we have them in a headlock. We lift their shoulder, we turn and we throw them. Their head's through here, we turn and we throw them. We take one step to a horse riding stance, upward block, block another downward strike. And it's important that you get it before it strikes. So this next few moves are actually all together. So it's block, lift, over, and drop them. So we've just made them fall backwards on themselves. Boom. Juji uki, a cross block for another downward strike, and we turn and we've got their hand and we're pulling and going snap on the shoulder on the elbow over their shoulder. Knife hand strike. We just got them in the groin. We've still got their arm over their shoulder, we've got them in the groin. Their body comes forward as we struck them below the sternum. So we grab the head, step backwards and pull them through. Another one's coming at us and it's a straight thrust to our face. 1, 2, 3. Backwards out of a... So what we've just done there, we've blocked the knife and we've grabbed it. We've stepped around, elbow to the back of the head, around the front of the head. So we've got the arm here and the head here, and we're just going to reef them around. Okay? New attacker coming in with a slash. So we step back away from the slash, forward in, boom. Grab. So we have stepped back, we've stepped forward, bang, and we've done a double knife hand block to the slash. We grab the wrist and we snake our hand behind the head, and we're going to pull the wrist and pull the head backwards and hopefully pop something in their shoulder or their elbow. Bang! Okay, that's one. Someone's going to come in for a stab into the side here, I should say, from this side. So someone's trying to stab us in the side. So we step back and we guide it through. Hand on the shoulder and we turn down. So there's another snappy. So imagine it's coming in here and you're going to over the top, guide it through, down. Another opponent, block. So it's coming here and we're blocking it, opening them up. So we've grabbed the wrist, open them up, we go knife hand, four-fingered spear to the throat, four-fingered spear to the sternum, four-fingered spear to the groin area, and then whack down on the elbow of the hand we've grabbed, boom, which brings the knife back around across their face. Ooh, nasty. New attack, so it's block, new opponent coming in and they're going to slash at our face, and we're going to we're going to step behind into Juji Dutch, and as the slash comes, duck under and take their leg. So it's new opponent coming in for a thrust at our face. So we're going to step aside, tap it so that the thrust goes past. So boom, and bring our shoulder up into their armpit, and reach around and grab the opposite top of the shoulder. So we've got, it's like you've got your shoulder in here and you're grabbing up here. And pull. So we've gone boom, right, pulled it in close. This hand's going to come down onto just below the belt on the side of the spine, and we're going to push, push, and turn. Another stab coming in. I'm going to block it to the side and grab it. So bang, and you want to make that bang sound if you're trying to shock the hand, loosen the grip on the knife. So we've gone 1, 2, lift, and now we're going to turn and step through under the armpit and possibly slash their ribs with their own knife as we step through. We still have the knife in our hand, we still have their hand in their hand, so their hand is now like that. So we bring it up, we're going to reach across the top of the head, grab the top of the head, and we're going to pull the head, so we're reaching into here, and we're going to pull back as we do an instep, step forward. Boom, and they're going to fall down backwards and hopefully land on top of their own knife. If you're doing this with practice with someone, at this point, always let go, because otherwise, if they land on their arm, it'll pop their shoulder joint out. It's pretty ugly. Boom. New opponent, another thrust, and we're just going to kick the knife, kick them, kick them. New opponent coming with a thrust, and we're going to glide it in, so we've got their hand, bring it back down. So I'm doing a wrist lock down, and I'm going to go kick, so front kick into their body, round kick into their head if I can land it, and then down with my knee on their elbow. Boom. And I'm pressing down on the elbow on the ground, and I'm going to reef and pop the elbow joint out. Right? Boom. Attackers. Where's the attacker coming from? Attacker's coming from here. I'm going to block, grab, shoulder. So shoulder into just the back part of their upper arm. Boom. My hand comes back into their elbow joint. So they've gone bang, whoa. So bang, boom, and then I reach up and grab the back of their head, and I'm going to drop down. The hand that's grabbed is the knee that drops. I'm going to drop down and ram their head into the ground. Bah! New opponent. Other side now. Same thing. 45-degree horse riding stance to the opponent. Around, into the thigh, lift. So that they're going, ah! Oh! Okay? Around, lift. Do that again. Around, lift. Lifting your hand up around the neck and holding their head. So their body is here, their head's through there. Put my hand under their shoulder. Lift so that their back is twisted, so the balance is completely compromised. Turn and push. Step forward and block that downwards knife hand strike. And as I'm pushing the hand backwards, my hand comes up and grabs their elbow. As I step behind, and I keep turning the arm so that their arm is going right back, which takes their body back. And drop. Boom. So they go straight down. New opponent coming in for a downward strike. Stepping out with my right foot this time. Right hand on top. So whichever foot steps out with this Juji Dutch, with this Juji Uki, when you do in this kata, that's the same hand that is on top with the block. Block, turn, so that I've got their hand over my shoulder. I've grabbed their hand. Boom, down. So I'm snapping their elbow over my shoulder. Into the groin. their head comes forward, so I grab their head and I lift their arm and I pull them through, and there's my throw to put them on the ground. New opponent, forward stab, block. This will be with the left hand, I reckon. Yep. Block, grab, elbow, around the front of the head, turn. New opponent, slash, slash, out of the way, in, whack. A good double-handed knife strike can actually break the elbow and break the wrist if you do it really nice and hard. But failing that, we're just going to shock them, boom, grab the wrist, step through, my hand's going around the front of the face, and I'm trying to pop either the elbow or the shoulder joint across my chest. Boom! Stab coming in from this side, so I'm stepping out of the way of the stab, guiding it through, grabbing the wrist, twisting the wrist as I grab it, hand on the back of the shoulder, and throw. New opponent coming in, stab, block it. This will be with their, I reckon this will be their right hand. Boom. So I've blocked it across their body. Now I'm opening them up. So they've come in, stab, and then they're going, whoa, like that. So block, open them up, throat, sternum, groin, into their elbow joint, bringing the knife across their face, like that. This is nasty, isn't it? It's nasty, but I mean, so's being attacked by a knife, so you know, they probably deserve it. New opponent coming in, going to do like a slash at our face. So we come up, we're looking at them, but we know we're gonna hit their legs. So as they come in close, we step out, take their legs. They go flying over there. New opponent coming in with, or it might be the same opponent. He's gotten up. He's coming in with a stab again. I'm going to step out of the way, tap it so that it goes through here, and then bring my shoulder into his armpit, reach to the opposite shoulder, and pull the shoulder down to the armpit that I have on my shoulder. It's a really nasty feeling. It's sort of like that. Hand around onto the back, just above where the belt sits, and just slightly to the side, not on the spine, slightly to the side, and we turn. And that flicks that again, disrupts their balance. Boom. New opponent. Stab. I'm going to block it, clap it, lift it, step around, glide the knife through their ribs and up the back here so that it's out of the way, so their hand is twisted up behind themselves. Reach across the top and grab the face. Reach across the top, grab the face, boom, down they fall. New opponent with a stab. Kick it out of the way, kick them, drop back. New opponent with a stab. Glide it through into a nice wrist lock, down, so you're putting them down onto the ground. Kick to the body, kick to the head, down onto the elbow joint and snap. New opponent coming this way. Step up, block the stab away. So the back of their elbow and hand is here. Grab it, block, grab it, shoulder into the forearm, the upper arm, boom. Ridge hand strike backwards into the elbow, which draws them back this way. Reach up and grab the back of the head, and the hand that grabs over the knee is the knee that goes down. And that's Taki Maku no Kata. Okay, a number of things with that. These are some techniques to deal with knife strikes. These are some techniques. There are hundreds of techniques to deal with knife strikes. The very best technique to deal with a knife attack in any situation is to turn and run away, or to give your attacker what they want so that you don't get stabbed. That's just common sense. Learning this kata in this format without proper training and proper supervision and then proper exercises to deal with it does not prepare you for a knife fight. So don't practice this kata and go, oh, I now know how to do a knife fight. No, you don't. But the movements are there. It doesn't have to be a knife. These could all be techniques against strikes of some sort. But for the sake of practice, they work quite nicely with knives as well. What does Taki Uzimaku mean? It means the swirling, spinning waterfall of blades. So, This is the kata of the swirling, spinning waterfall of blades. I hope you're well, and I will see you next time on Sensei's Backyard Dojo. Let me know how you're going with it. All right, catch you. Feet together. Hey, domo arigato. Well done.